Has Jon Snow's true name been revealed? If so, how could it affect Season 7? As we get closer and closer to the start of the penultimate season, fans are rereading the books, rewatching the episodes, and dusting off their old theories to see which ones might be proven true and which others will be laid to waste. That's why some fan theorists did backflips when a Redditor posted a pic of what they say is a yet-to-be-published Empire magazine preview on Game of Thrones Season 7, which reveals Jon Snow's true name. Fan theories regarding the Seven Kingdoms have previously held up. Look at the R+L=J theory that Jon Snow is not Ned Stark's bastard baby, but is in fact Ned's sister, Lyanna's, love child with Rhaegar Targaryen. That was proven true. So, does this recent leak prove yet another fan-fueled theory right? We're diving into the deets to see if it might hold up in a faith-militant court of law. Keep in mind we're taking the info revealed in this potential leak with a major grain of salt since it has not been confirmed by HBO. However, just in case, light spoilers. In the leaked photo, the article talks of Bran's time travel superpower and what was revealed on his last psychic trip to the past, Jon Snow's true heritage as Lyanna's son. It then goes on to drop this little nugget, his real name, Jaehaerys Targaryen. Then casually moves on to talk more about how Bran has all of this information now and blah, 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 blah. How do you just move right past that name drop, Jaehaerys? Jaehaerys? As chill as the article is in its reveal of Jon's supposed true name, we are going to take a moment to take this seriously. We went back to the actual Tower of Joy scene to see if we can get any clues as to old Johnny Boy's birth name. Of course, we know that the scene confirms that baby Jon is indeed a Targaryen, since Lyanna feared that #1 Targaryen hater and ultimate friendzonee, Robert Baratheon, would kill her newborn kid if he found out about him. But does the actual scene confirm his name is Jaehaerys? Well, the only thing we can make out from Lyanna's whispering to Ned is, his name is... And we'll be the first to admit our lip-reading skills are not at an expert level. But okay, for the sake of true speculation, let's entertain this idea that Jon's birth name is Jaehaerys Targaryen. What could this particular name mean for Jon's arc in the remaining episodes? Well, the name Jaehaerys previously belonged to not one, but two Targaryen rulers, both of whom play a significant role in Targaryen lore. The first Jaehaerys was a beloved, peaceful, long-reigning Targaryen king who ruled for 55 years and bridged the divide between the monarchy and the faith militant. And as we saw in Season 6, bridging anything with the faith militant is definitely easier said than done, which speaks to this first JJ's diplomacy skills. If Lyanna and/or Rhaegar named their baby after this benevolent ruler, it could mean that they had high hopes that the child would grow up to become a leader, a diplomat, and an all-around stand-up dude who could bring peace to the Seven Kingdoms. The first J was also a dragon rider, which feeds our hopes that we will see Jon Snow riding a mother-loving dragon this season. Yeah! And of course, there is the theory that Jon could be part of the Dragon with Three Heads prophecy, which is supported by him being named after a well-known dragon rider. The other famous Jaehaerys Targaryen is Rhaegar's grandfather, who received the prince that was promised prophecy from a woods witch who said the prince would be born of his line. This prophecy is supposedly what prompted Rhaegar to pursue Lyanna. He wanted to fulfill that very same prophecy and may have done exactly that by fathering a child with her. But whether or not Jon Snow's true name is Jaehaerys, the books and the series have both built enough of a foundation for his importance that we are fairly certain that Season 7 will show him coming into his own as a major Westerosi player. And if, how, and when Bran finally imparts his knowledge of Jon's parentage still remains to be seen. Will that info come at a key time where it can either help push Jon forward towards greatness or make him doubt his destiny? We'll have to wait just a little longer to find out how the chips will fall. But what do you think? Is Jon really the third of his name, Jaehaerys Targaryen? And does you know nothing Jaehaerys Targaryen have the same ring to it? Let's discuss. Have you seen our live weekly show Mothership? We team up with Geek and Sundry to bring you epic challenges, dig up the most WTF moments on the internet, give away prizes, and a whole lot more. If you miss out, you can always catch up on demand over at projectalpha.com. Be sure you use the promo code SHIPMATES to get 60 free days.